So I just recently hit 16K and I'm doing a Q&A. So I'm gonna pull up that community post right now on my YouTube app, because that's how you gotta do it. And I'm gonna go through some of your questions and I'm gonna answer them. I know a lot of you have been wanting to know more about me. A lot of you have questions. And leave more questions in the comments down below if I didn't answer any questions that would have answered your question. Don't ask me when the live stream Q&A is going to be. I haven't narrowed that down, but also in my community post, I'll be able to release like, hey, what's the best day for you guys? I need feedback on day and time, just so I can get enough of you in there so that everyone can have access to me live for the Q&A. Now let me stop talking, let me get to answering some questions. I know, y'all didn't come here to hear me talk about the Q&A. Y'all want me to perform the Q&A. Okay, now I'm just firing these randomly. I didn't pre-set up any answers. This is gonna be like live recorded, not live. You get what I'm saying. Anyways, if a phone had every feature you wanted but bad optimization, would you still buy it? It's funny because look, if you look at the Note 9, that had every feature I wanted, but I chose the iPhone XS Max because of the optimization. So based off of that situation, I'm gonna say no. Because all those features with bad optimization will equal a bad user experience, and user experience is king. So no. Next question is from Rashid Williams. Sorry if I damage names and so forth. Not the best at the names. What do you do outside of YouTube? Well, I like trying to be regular, but to be totally honest, I am obsessed with success. And until I accomplish that, a lot of times, even when I'm not on YouTube, I'm doing things to further my entrepreneurial aspirations. Listening to audiobooks is something that I do, as well as motivational speaking, things like that. So yeah. I know I made that long and I didn't really give definitive, but that's kind of how my mind works. I'm sorry. Hey CJ, I noticed that you changed your intro message. Are you still going to review shoes? I would be interested in watching some shoe videos. Now, I did remove that from my intro message because I wasn't appeasing that. I wasn't like delivering on shoe content. So how I see that is, I'm gonna minimize it. Like this year, I'm gonna do at the end of the year, I'm gonna do my collection video as well as what did I pick up this year. Now, I am not as active into the shoe world as I used to be because sneakers got to be way too stressful, way too complicated to acquire them, and I kind of got annoyed. So I took all that energy I was putting into just non-stop hours of grinding for the sneaker grind, and I applied that to this here YouTube. So yeah, I'll do an occasional video. So yes, there'll be sneaker videos, but there won't be a ton of them. At least not yet. You know what? I ain't gonna keep trying to say some of these usernames. I'm just gonna say the question and answer it. What made you want to center your channel around tech? Like literally real life, I love tech. I've always been into gadgets and tech and so forth. So even without this channel, I am researching and buying the latest cool tech and implementing it in my life. So I've always had cool phones. I've always been interested in that kind of stuff. Computers, getting inside of them, building computers and stuff like that. So that's always been an interest of mine. So literally when I say my name is CJ, welcome to see, and I love tech, or whatever I say in my intro. I can't think of it right now, I'm not in intro mode, but when I say that I love tech, I mean it. So that's why I did my channel around tech. Gaming Bear HQ, what phone is the best phone so far? That's a tough question, and I think realistically, it's probably the Galaxy Note 9 as far as a phone fully feature packed with everything. Now there is areas where the Note 9 falls short for me personally, but I think overall when we look at what was all offered this year, I think the Note 9 was the best phone. Can I get a shout out? Gaming Bear HQ, there's your shout out. From DJ G Money, what made you create your channel and do you see yourself doing it for a long run? I made it. If you look on my home channel screen, it says I created the YouTuber I wanted to watch, and it's generally like that. I was watching other people into things that I'm into and do these videos and explain them, but getting to the point, feeling like things were missing in that video. You know what I mean? They were just too bland, it's too much like going to school and just hearing a lecture. I don't want to hear lectures. I want to be given more realistic, real world and fun. So yeah, I do see myself doing it for the long run, I got goals in mind. So if you want to help me hit goals like this, go ahead and hit the buttons that help me hit goals like this. All right, from Tommy Chong, I think you're hilarious. Like, you make me laugh out loud sometimes. Your channel's great. I'm glad there's people like you. Were you always into tech? Yes. Did you have a lot of it before you started making videos about it? Definitely. That's how I was able to start. I just recorded the things that I already had. And did you buy the flagships? I definitely bought them. The only flagship that I did not buy is this one right here, because if you saw my videos, Google gave me the Pixel 3 XL. But as far as the XS Max and the Note 9, yes, I did buy them. And it is expensive. And I have to do what I have to do to make that back. But yeah, so I just grind. I try to make it back. Sometimes I sell them. I do what I gotta do. But yeah, I paid, man, yeah, it was a tough year. All right, next question from I am the Jesus or Jesus or whatever. Which Denzel is going to win the fight? The Equalizer or the Book of Eli? Whoo, man, you know what? I'm gonna have to come back to that one, because I'm gonna have to go watch the trailer so that my mind can shift into the mode. I remember both. Book of Eli, I think it was the deserted thing, and he was kicking. But then the Equalizer, I forgot the plot of that video, but I remember he was kicking in that one too. We'll come back to that one. And next one, from Anonymous Jerry. Do you feel Linus Tech Tips video titled "Even Apple Doesn't Care About the iPhone XS" was inappropriate? He has been taking a lot of heat over this from other content creators, and I'm just curious of your opinion. To be totally honest, Anonymous Jerry, I haven't even seen the video. So I would have to watch that video, come back to this, and answer that one later. So I haven't seen it, so I can't even give an opinion on it. CJ, been enjoying your tech videos. What motivated you to do YouTube? Also, what are your thoughts on iPhone 7? I mean, I'm gonna go backwards. The iPhone 7, I never owned it or used it, so I can't really speak 100% on it. I had the iPhone 6 Plus. That was my last iPhone before I went on my Android journey. So I don't know much about the iPhone 7 as far as use, so I can't give personal opinion on that. Now, what influenced me to do YouTube is I enjoy it. I love the idea of the platform of people having their own channels, being their own production, editor, director, everything. Like, I run the show and I love that. I love that I have creative control. D Glaze, what advice do you have for someone who wants to get started with YouTube but doesn't know where to start? If you don't know where to start, but you want to get started, start. What are you like passionate about? What can you share? What value do you have to offer? Because no one's not gonna wanna watch your channel if you're not offering anything to them, whether it's an entertainment aspect or it's actual knowledge or whatever. You gotta give somebody something. Taking in thought what you're passionate about, what you will be willing to put in a lot of work and hours and grind to do, because that's all this is work, hours, and grind. Work, hours, and grind. Again, work, hours, and grind. This takes a lot to do. So make sure it's something that you're passionate about, something that you like to do, and something that you have some knowledge and some, you gotta like it. I'm not even gonna try to say that name. I'll try to post up the questions visually, because what is your favorite brand? Not in terms of just phone, general products, etc. Apple, Google, Samsung. What is my favorite brand? That is tough. You know what? I'm gonna say this brand, and it's not per se my favorite brand as in a brand that I purchase and use, but it's one of my favorite brands that I study, because the effect that they have, I hope to replicate one day, and that brand is Supreme. If you know anybody who's into Supreme, you will know the stronghold that Supreme has. Every drop is limited stock, and every drop sells out, and every drop is like, it's crazy, it's nuts. It's like the hardest stuff to get a hold of. And people are there week after week, season after season. It's ridiculous. So that brand loyalty right there, that's something I respect. So it's not technically my favorite brand as in the brand that I wear or use, but it's my favorite brand to study and to like have as a, I don't know, how do you say it? Like, that's the brand that like, I hope to one day have a brand that infectious. If you had to choose which smartwatch to wear every day, would it be the Galaxy or Apple Watch? Dang, it sucks because I switch between them a lot. I really like the look of the Galaxy Watch, and I like the convenience of the Apple Watch. I have to wear one every day, I'm gonna go with Apple Watch. I kind of answered that in my Versus video, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Apple Watch. JD Tech TV. Would you rather collab with one large YouTuber over 1 million subs or 5 really small YouTubers under 10K subs? Honesty, no judgments if you're a size queen. I love interacting in my community with my peers. A lot of my peers that I have the most fun with and interact with are all under 10K and rising. You know what I mean? Shout out Team Unfiltered, shout out to my other team, Masterminds. They're all on that up grind and I love that. But if I have the opportunity to collab, I'm gonna be selfish and I'm gonna grab someone who I've always wanted to collab with and I think would be dope to have a collab with. So it's going to be someone with a bigger reach. I don't know if I want to disclose a name right now, but I would love to do a collab with a larger YouTuber with a larger base, a larger production. It's not even like a clout thing. It's just like the opportunity to be able to spend time with a person who has more knowledge and more skin in the game, more experience. Like I would hope that in between cuts, I'm just gonna pick their brain. So as a strategical move, I'm going for the bigger YouTuber. Respect. And it ain't no, hey, you wanna judge me, judge me. I'm gonna pick them jewels out that brain. I'm gonna come back and apply here. And then I'm gonna get my, All right, next question from Daryl Glover. CJ, would you upgrade from a Samsung Galaxy Note 8 to a Galaxy Note 9? And if so, would you go with 128 or 512 variant with the $600 upgrade from Samsung? Now, I would definitely upgrade to a Note 9 from the Note 8. That's me personally. I'm answering this personally, so take this as my personal answer. And I would definitely get the 512, but that's personal. I need that. Or maybe I don't. But the 512 and 8 gig was like super appealing to me. But honestly, if you're not gonna use that much storage, go with the 128. Next question, can you do a studio setup tour? Love to see how the rest of the office looks like. Also, maybe include a tutorial on starting up a YouTube channel. Definitely, I will definitely have a setup tour coming. And as far as like helping and having like courses, I do have this series called Making YouTube. I need to become more dedicated and give it a weekly or to bi-weekly upload, like consistency in a day. But I love sharing how to do this. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that. The notes, tips, and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Next question from Mr. J, Xbox or PS4 the world needs to know? PS4, PlayStation. I've always been Sony, PlayStation. I never owned an Xbox, and I'm dedicated to that controller. So PlayStation all day, PS4 baby, let's go. Not tech related, are you ready for the NBA season? I know you from Cali. I just wanted to know if you ride or die Lakers fan, and are you attending any game? Now let me tell you something. You would think I was a ride or die Lakers fan. I'm a ride or die Iverson fan, and Iverson don't play no more. I'm not as into the game as I used to be NBA because a lot of my favorite players they're not playing anymore. Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, and the Lakers, if you know, took away the championship from my boy AI. So I'm not a diehard Lakers fan, but I definitely respect the Lakers. I respect all of those reigns. When we had Shaq, Nick Van Exel, you know what I mean, Eddie Jones and Kobe and all that, it was lit. Are you using a green screen on your background and an image of your setup with blurred effects? It's so creamy. Hey, nah, player, that is called an aperture of f1.8. That is the 85mm f1.8 Sony lens paired with the Sony a7 III full frame camera. That butter is real, baby. Ain't no green screen, you know what I'm saying? I'm touching this. You know what I mean? Let me pick something up from back here, you know what I mean? That is my desk. From Adrian L, somebody from one of my groups. What's your hair care routine? I get my hair done about every 2 weeks. I cut the size of my hair and I get it braided up. I have no hair care routine at all. It gets washed, it gets conditioned when I get it done. And that's all I do. I put a wave cap every night and I keep it moving. I do not care for my hair other than putting the strap and making sure the bun is in the middle for the most part. And I don't even do that sometimes. Okay, I'm a long time Android user. Gave my Note 9 Yes, there's something I'm missing from Android world, but it was time for a change. Now I'm about to get the Apple Watch to go with my phone. People don't be afraid to change. I absolutely agree. Courtney X, what's your experience been so far with the Apple Watch and iPhone XS Plus? It's been great. Number 2, besides the S Pen and split screen multitasking, what else is iOS missing? I want to always on display. Number 3, what are your top 3 sneakers for 2018? You have to wait until the end of the year. I would do that. You know what? I'm gonna add another video. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do my top pickups. I'm gonna do my collection, and in there I will name the top 3. Cause some of them that I wanted, I didn't get because this sneaker game has become just so stressful and so hard. It's just drama, you know what I mean? It's so annoying having to worry about bots and checkout spot, all this stuff, man. Auto checkout and all that nonsense, man. The game ain't the same. Do you use a launcher on your phone? Like Nova? Definitely Nova launcher is on here right now. Ocean Valdez, would you use a QWERTY keyboard like the Droid phones if they were offered in today's lineup? Also, could you live without a front camera and sensors in place for not having a notch? Yeah, I can. I have no connection to the front camera. I'm not a super selfie shooter or none of that. So bye-bye, all screen, here we come. Hey CJ, while all the other phones have a dual camera, the Pixel has only one and it takes dynamite pictures. What are your views on that? It is absolutely amazing. I love this phone camera. All you need is one. That's what Google has proven. CJ, how do you feel about the Pixel XL's display and speed? I like it. It looks good. Speed is fine to me. I don't see any issues with it. Unlike the rest of YouTube. I want to buy my wife a camera because she wants to start photography. So what is the best camera to buy her? Now look, you got DSLR, you got mirrorless. I like mirrorless cameras. You got different prices. You go into the consumer market a little lower. Depends on how serious she is about this because there's different size sensors. There's like 24 megapixel, 42 megapixel. There's also got to consider your budget. You know, I've done a couple videos. I've used the Sony a50-100, the Sony a60-300, the Sony a7 III. Those are, and obviously I'm a Sony fanboy when it comes to the camera game. And I would recommend an interchangeable lens camera. So like maybe like the a6300, 6000, 6500, one of the a6000 ranges, depending on what fits in your budget. Those have interchangeable lenses. If she's really serious, that's what you want because the lens is where the butter is. Somebody talked about my butter earlier, it's because of the lens. So that's definitely what you want to look into, an interchangeable lens camera, and I highly say go mirrorless. I think it's the most convenient and some of the best cameras out right now. Sony, you know what I mean? Hold on, let me check to make sure that I'm still recording you guys. I gotta make sure everything is wrong. Ooh, I'm getting close to that cutoff. So let's stop.